Welcome to Future Cars Update, your ultimate destination for automotive insights, car reviews, and deep dives into iconic vehicles past, present, and future. If you're passionate about cars and love exploring the history and innovation behind legendary machines, you're in the right place. Today, we're taking a nostalgic journey back to the mid-70s to talk about an American classic, the 1975 Chevrolet Camaro. A car that not only defined an era of muscle cars but also stood as a symbol of bold style and raw power. The 1975 Camaro was a part of the second generation, which ran from 1970 to 1981, and this particular year marked an interesting chapter in the Camaro's evolution. By 1975, the muscle car wars of the late 60s had started to fade due to increasing emissions regulations, insurance costs, and the oil crisis. Despite these challenges, the Camaro continued to hold its ground, adapting to the new realities while still offering performance, aggressive styling, and a strong fan following. Visually, the 1975 Camaro carried over the long hood, short deck profile that had become iconic. But it also introduced some changes that would become talking points among enthusiasts. The most noticeable update was the new, larger rubber bumper systems in the front and rear, required by federal safety regulations. While this made the car slightly heavier and changed its aesthetic from the sleek early 70s models, it still maintained its muscular presence on the road. Under the hood, the 1975 Camaro came with a range of engine options, catering to a variety of drivers. The base engine was a 250 cubic inch inline-six, producing around 105 horsepower, which was modest by muscle car standards. However, more exciting options were available. Buyers could opt for the 350 cubic inch small block V8, with versions producing up to 155 horsepower in the standard trim, and up to 215 horsepower in the performance-oriented LT model. This might sound underpowered compared to the fire-breathing engines of the late 60s, but remember, 1975 was a transitional period where performance had to be balanced with emission compliance. Transmission choices included a 3-speed manual, a 4-speed manual, and a 3-speed automatic. For enthusiasts who love to drive, the manual transmission, especially the 4-speed, kept the Camaro feeling engaging and fun behind the wheel. The car was still rear-wheel drive, naturally, and had a solid rear axle setup, offering good acceleration and decent handling for its time. Another highlight of the 1975 Camaro was its variety of trims and packages. The base model was fairly straightforward, but the LT trim added a touch of luxury with nicer interior materials, improved sound insulation, and additional features. But the real excitement came with the Rally Sport and Type LT packages. These options allowed for more personalization, including unique striping, upgraded suspension components, and cosmetic upgrades that made each Camaro stand out. Inside the cabin, the Camaro offered a driver-focused experience with a sporty dashboard layout and bucket seats. While it wasn't a luxury car by any means, it provided comfort and style. The 1975 model also saw updates to interior materials and additional options for air conditioning, upgraded sound systems, and even power windows. Safety and emissions were two areas where the 1975 Camaro had to make significant compromises. Catalytic converters were introduced this year, which slightly reduced engine output but helped meet federal emission standards. Safety features like energy-absorbing bumpers and side impact beams were added, making the car more compliant but also heavier. Despite these changes, the Camaro still managed to stay appealing to buyers looking for style and performance. Now, let's talk about value. Back in 1975, the base price for a Chevrolet Camaro started at around $3,800, depending on trim and options. Adjusted for inflation, that's roughly equivalent to around $22,000 to $25,000 today, making it a relatively affordable performance car for its time. Of course, more loaded versions or those with optional V8 engines would push the price higher. Today, the 1975 Camaro has become a sought-after classic, especially among fans of second-generation muscle cars. Prices for these vehicles vary significantly based on condition, originality, and trim. A well-preserved or fully restored 1975 Camaro LT or Rally Sport model can fetch anywhere from $20,000 to $35,000 or more. Rare versions or those with factory performance options can go even higher, especially if they maintain original equipment or feature documented history. For collectors, the 1975 Camaro represents an important bridge between the high-performance era of the late 60s and the more regulated and refined vehicles of the 80s. It's a car that tells a story about resilience, adaptation, and enduring appeal. Its body lines, distinctive front grille, and unmistakable silhouette still turn heads, and its performance, while modest by today's standards, delivers a nostalgic driving experience that's hard to match. Many owners choose to restore these cars, and the aftermarket support for the second-gen Camaro is excellent. Whether you're looking to keep it stock or modify it with modern performance parts, there's a strong community and plenty of resources to help bring these cars back to life. Restorations often focus on upgrading the suspension, brakes, and powertrain while maintaining the car's vintage charm. In summary, the 1975 Chevrolet Camaro is more than just a vehicle from the past. It's a piece of American muscle car history that continues to be loved by enthusiasts across generations. It may not have the brute power of earlier Camaros, but it captures the spirit of an era that was learning to evolve. For anyone looking to own a piece of that legacy, the 1975 Camaro is a worthy addition to the garage. Thanks for watching Future Cars Update. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1975 Camaro, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to stay updated with more classic car stories, reviews, and automotive insights. See you in the next video.